This question is from Ravin Prabhu. He asks, Hare Krishna Guruji, when the gunas are competing constantly, does the swabhav is also changing constantly? Is the swabhav the only one thing that goes with the Atma while changing body? Thank you, Guruji.
Very, very nice question, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yes, swabhava is a person's own bhava. That's what swabhava. Swa means one's own bhava. So that bhava, that swabhava prabhavair gunagi. So the swabhava is produced, prabhavair means it's produced. Source. The source of swabhava is guna. It's produced from gunas, the three modes of material nature. So that means each individual has a combination of these three modes of nature. That's why each individual's characteristics, behaviors are different. So in general, you can actually one swabhava is always the same. It's not changing much. But you can acquire. So there is called paradharma. Swadharma or paradharma is there. So swadharma is based upon our swabhava. Paradharma is based on others' swabhava. There is a difference. So that way, when we are attached to something, so we need to take in the role of others' swabhava. So that way, we are pushing our limits. We are trying to, because that's why Krishna is saying that it's better to do one's own duty based on his swabhava than trying to, even though faulty, it's fine. Even though trying to do others' job perfectly, that's what Krishna is saying. So that way, this swabhava is there. It is not. But this fluctuation is there. Sometimes the mode of goodness, passion, all such things. Still, that is true. So swabhava means one is not 100% rajoguna or 100% sattva-guna. Not like that. So it's a combination. It's a mixture. So in general, the swabhava is always going to be there. Each one's swabhava. But over a period of time, because of we acquired other swabhavas, doing all those things. So the swabhava itself may change, but over a period of time in our life. But in general, it is actually that change is not that much. So that's why Krishna is advising us: don't try to change your swadharma and do what according to your swadharma, and don't get attached to the sense objects. Don't get attached to the results. That way we can free. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Guruji very well explained. So can we understand or correlate the swabhava with something that I have seen in the past, in the old times? In the movie theater, if you look at the projector, the light comes out, so the light keeps flickering. So probably, our the three modes are changing and competing there. So it looks like that. But for a specific person, so probably the swabhava is fixed. So the overall light illumination would be the same, although it is rotating. And yes, then for a different person, it will be brighter. For a different person, it will be probably darker. Is that a good comparison?
Yes, you can do like that. Yes.
Okay, so the second part of the question, Guruji, that so the swabhava, what I understood is that remains the same, and it gets purified by our chanting and disassociation with the gunas, and it moves to the next body, the same swabhava. Is that right?
Yes, Prabhu. Swabhava it definitely goes to the next body. Yes, Prabhu. Swabhava only, because it's a part of the gunas, correct? Swabhava is nothing but a combination of the gunas, correct? Part of the gunas. So our gunas only is actually putting the soul inside this, binding the soul inside the body, so that our swabhava only is doing everything, and our swabhava only is going to bind us to the next body. So that means it definitely goes with the soul.
Yeah, and the swabhava becomes purer and purer because our we get detached from all the three modes, or the sattva guna becomes predominant, and then from there we get released from the sattva guna also.
That is correct. Yes, we will be
okay.
We will,
Very well.
when we get the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we want to serve Krishna, when we are connected with Krishna, so then everything completely taken care by Krishna, controlled by Krishna only. So we don't, we will be able to free ourselves from this swabhava. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, so the example that I mentioned, the projector's light, so probably the bright illuminated light can be considered as the sattva guna kind of thing. So as we progress in our holistic journey, so probably our that light becomes more and more brighter, and then all of a sudden everything disappears kind of thing, and then we merge into Goloka.
Yes, we go to Golok and be with Krishna and enjoy that. Enjoy.
Okay. Thank you. Very, very well explained. It's good understanding all these things and nicely enjoying this class.
So much of science, yes, Prabhu. So much of science Krishna is giving us in this Bhagavad Gita. That's what.
Definitely. It's science, but science of things that cannot be perceived by the sense of organs.
Exactly. It is not by material senses. Our senses are made up of matter. So with matter, how we can perceive the spirit? It's not possible at all. Someone says that I will prove soul only if you can show it to me. You never we are going to be able to show it, because it's spirit. Matter is our senses are made up of matter.
Definitely, yeah, that's never going to happen, because you cannot sense any of these. So it's all about things that cannot be sensed with what we have today in human body. Thank you, Guru.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guru. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.